I'm now going to do a walkthrough of the wooded area. So I'm going to start with some plants that are right in front of the woods here. A redbud tree I just planted a couple weeks ago. I believe this is sweet pepper bush. I had planted it here and it didn't seem happy, so I moved it. But this popped back up this year, so I may have left some of the roots in there. This is a smooth hydrangea that I just planted this spring. This is a strawberry bush, Hearts of Buston. I planted it last year. The deer ate it to the ground, so I have put a cage around it, and it looks like it's coming back this year. This is an oak leaf hydrangea, which is actually not native to Virginia, but native to the southeast. This is an American beautyberry, a gray dogwood that I just planted a couple weeks ago. These are some woodland sunflower. This is a pawpaw that I just planted a couple weeks ago as well. This is a possum haw that I planted last year. Another pawpaw tree that I just planted. One more tiny pawpaw here. And another redbud that I just planted recently. As I've been clearing out the invasives in the woods, I've been trying to put some more plants in here as well. So I have added some of the golden ragwort there. And there are a few others I planted over here. This is a spiderwort that I planted last year. There are lots of things coming up on their own in here as well. I've got some Virginia creeper here. Here I've got a couple green and golds that I planted earlier in the spring. A woodland sunflower. A few native strawberries. Here I've got a couple toothworts that I planted earlier in the spring. These are a couple river oats, a couple of the woodland phlox. That is a bottlebrush grass. And over this way, I've got a bloodroot. And then over here, I just planted last weekend a woodland poppy and a jewel weed. And then earlier this spring, I also planted an ostrich fern here. Again, lots of other stuff that's popping up on its own in here as well. Some false Solomon seal. I do have a few other things that I've planted that I'm gonna try to still make it to. It's a little harder once all of the trees are growing back. But over in this area, I planted 3 ebony spleenworts. And some whitewood aster. Got 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down this way, I put some blue-stemmed goldenrod in. So several of these as well. Here are some of those false Solomon seal. And I also had a couple golden ragworts that I planted. Let's see if I can figure out where I put those. Here we are. There's one more, and one more there. And I also found some cranefly orchids that were coming up next to this tree earlier in the year. So their leaves have died back, and they will throw up their blooms a little bit later in the summer. Also got lots of holly and viburnum. Tons of oak trees, pine trees, blueberry bushes, lots and lots of stuff in this wooded area.